how they want to cook.
Wow.
You have over easy, sunny side up, hard scrambled, hard boiled, soft boiled, perfect scrambled, over hard. You even have something called
Hey guys, loud guys. Today we are going to watch 10 weird things American people do. And we have seen that Americans like to do a lot of weird things. So we have to see what this list is all about. So let's watch the
video.
So today I thought it would be fun if we looked at 10 more weird things that America does. American people do. Oh, okay. It's going to be one of those days. These are some of my favorite kinds of lists because I just love to observe culture and how people behave differently. And what's regular to one group of people is just so bizarre to other people.
Yeah, it
the important
happens.
thing is that everybody just stays weird. Because if we were all the same, sure to be hella boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Before I get into the list, do be sure to subscribe and turn your notifications on. Otherwise, well, you might miss the first hour club when I stay online and comment to people. That's not even a threat, that's a real thing. And on with the list. Coming in at number 10, it's how people count differently on
Finger
their
counting.
pennies. I remember when I first became aware of this, I was watching Inglorious. Can I say that word? Everyone knows what I mean.
Inglourious
And as I
Basterds.
recall it, they were able to pick out who the American spy was because he counted on his hand differently.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, I remember this movie.
And that made me go, huh, we do that differently. There is actually even a word for how you count on your fingers called dactylonomy. Dactylonomy.
Dactylonomy.
It basically means everybody across the world counts on their hands, but we all do it differently. Like in Asia, it's really sophisticated. They can actually count multiple digits on one single hand. In the Western world, we all kind of universally use one finger for one number. But here's where it gets different. Across Europe, we all generally count like this. 1, 2, 3. But in America, they start with the
One.
finger and they go
1, 2,
2,
3. Yes.
Same in
I
India.
can't even keep my thumb and my pinky down.
Yeah.
I'm not used to
Same
doing it.
here.
I can
Same.
definitely see the reasoning behind this and why we do it differently. Like in Europe, we'd start with the thumb, but we'd say 1 if we were just doing 1. We wouldn't go 1. But then it also makes sense to me that like the first digit on your hand.
This one is
the first
5th
number,
in
so
India.
starting with that one is just strange. The next weird thing Americans do is have a bajillion different types of egg, and I
Egg
noticed
demands.
this
Egg demands.
notoriously in the Denny's versus IHOP video.
And then Lenny decided because I didn't know what anything was.
If you haven't watched that at this stage, you really should because I've been referencing it a lot. I got really confused when the waitress asked me how I wanted my egg because it hasn't come up before. And I've definitely seen it referenced in films, but I didn't think about it.
How you wanted
until
your
I
egg?
specifically asked how I wanted my egg. Now, there's actually a lot of differences to do with eggs in Europe and America. Long story short, basically, we couldn't sell our eggs in America, and Americans could not legally sell your eggs in Europe. They're illegal, and that would make you a criminal. In Ireland and the rest of Europe, we pretty much have eggs boiled, fried, scrambled,
eggs,
poached.
and oh yeah, you can get like an omelette, but that's like almost a different thing altogether. It's
Yeah.
considered a different dish. You definitely pay more for an omelette than you would for a boiled egg. In
Yeah.
America, you have 100,000 different ways we would consider the chef elected to cook it, but you guys let the customer pick how they want to cook.
Wow.
You have over easy, sunny side up, hard scrambled, hard boiled, soft boiled, perfect scrambled, over hard. You even have
What?
something called a Spanish style egg, but I don't really know what that is. There are probably more. Let me know in the comments. It
What is
definitely
soft
allows
style,
you
hard
a
style?
lot of choice to do with your egg. I honestly
So
never
you're
thought
talking
about my
about
egg
eggs,
that
right?
much
Yeah.
before, apart from those main prerequisites. I just kind of take it how the chef sent it to me. The next weird thing Americans do is just one that kind of irks me because then I have to think about it when I'm saying it to an American person. It's that we have to call football soccer because you guys
Yes.
have
Yeah,
American football.
We call it
and the rest of
football.
the world just says football. But
Yeah.
we have to say soccer. over
Soccer
there, just
for
because,
Americans.
You know, there's the. Why didn't you call it something else? What came first? Also, you use a football field as a size of measurement. Where did that come from? Why did you suddenly go, it's 3 football fields long?
Yes,
Why did
I've
you
heard
decide
this.
to measure
Yeah.
things in terms of football fields.
Yes.
It's so random. It's like me saying that's 5 suitcases big or 10 dishwashers high. It's just really random. The next weird thing American people do is when you guys vote. Don't go there.
Into a boat.
And I'm not getting political here. Oh my god,
Vote.
we are currently very much staying away from politics. Oh yes, we are. God, we don't want to get into that here. No, we don't. We're all gonna die.
Maybe.
Everything's fine. No, well, you guys give out stickers for voting, and this.
I voted
don't know,
stickers.
It makes me go, oh, that's cute. But also then, I heard how much it costs. So generally speaking, your local officials will pay for this, and sometimes even the government. In 2012, there was an estimate that giving out I voted stickers cost about $34 million. And I gotta think there's a better use for that money somewhere, surely. Anything.
$34 million for stickers?
Apparently the reason they give out the stickers is that it reminds people to vote and
very
motivates them
weird.
through like peer pressure. But I mean, I find that belittling of the American people. You're not children. You know to go out and vote. You should go out and vote. And if you don't, you know, you're probably not that responsible or busy that day. But no, you really should vote. Like, that's the thing. You shouldn't need a sticker to remind you to go vote. I've heard that sometimes these are used as souvenirs for the day, so that's kind of cool. But also, it's just unnecessary. I even heard that some restaurants motivate people to go and vote by giving discounts or even sometimes free food. That's crazy.
Wow.
Just go vote. You don't need that. That's condescending to you, the American people. You know that you should go and vote. I have more faith in the American people than to presume you need a sticker to remember to go and vote. I should be in charge of America. No. Everybody gets sick from all the candy. Okay, the next one is short but important. Your lemonade is not fizzy.
Oh no.
Not fizzy lemonade? What?
It's supposed to be fizzy.
Yes,
right? The rest
lemonade
of
is
the world,
supposed to be fizzy.
lemonade is carbonated. And you guys have those amazing, iconic
Oh,
American
actually,
lemonade stands.
see, if I think
What is she saying?
you know, fizzy lemonades, when in the lemonade, if you put soda, it becomes fizzy.
Fizzy, yeah.
Like the cold drinks.
Cold drinks, right.
So we also have non-fizzy ones. Like the normal ones where we eat. It is not fizzy, but it is very sweet and nice.
Yeah. We
So
do have
I
that.
think so we have both of them, and I prefer non-fizzy ones. So I think so in Britain or in Europe they might have the most fizzy ones
one.
only.
The kids do when they're supposed to be trying to make money. They're apparently a little bit illegal when you look into it, but it's cute. They do the lemonade stand. They're not fizzy. What? We have fizzy lemonade everywhere else in the world. Everywhere else in the world has fizzy lemonade. So strange that yours isn't fizzy. That's the whole point. That's my whole point. It's simple, but that's it. It's the whole thing. The next one I'm including, actually, because I think we're the weird ones and you're kind of normal, but I'm not making that list right now. Maybe I will another day. And I'm not sure if I've ever put this on a list before, and if I have, call me out below in the comments, because I don't like to do that. I don't like to repeat myself, but it feels like I might have said this on another list. It's that Americans use automatic cars automatically. Now, to me, a non-driver, I look at that and go, look, the technology is advanced.
yes.
You should be using automatic cars because it's better and it's better.
Excellent point.
You don't have to work so hard. But then a lot of people across the rest of the world think, no, I want complete control over my car.
Yes.
I enjoy shifting the gears.
Same
Oh my
as me.
God, shifting the gears is hard. And when I tried to learn to drive before, that was probably one of the main things that put me off.
Yeah.
It's so hard to drive, as you call it, stick. I'm already thinking about my feet and my hands, and now I have to think about my hand again, and it's just
Too much
it's
thinking.
difficult, you know? But the majority of the world statistically has more manual cars because people just like to be in control. Apparently now the manufacturer of cars has a lot more automatic cars, so that's great, but in Europe it costs a lot more money to get an automatic car than a manual car. And when I suggested that I might like to relearn to drive on an automatic car, everyone was like,
No, what are you doing? Oh my god, you can't drive most of the cars. That's crazy.
I would at least be driving, wouldn't I? And it'd be automatic.
In India too, automatic cars are costlier.
Let me know below in the
Yeah.
comments if you think that's a good idea. The next thing is that generally in school, your end of the year exam is only a part of your mark. You're also marked on what you did the rest of the year. I have to concentrate the whole year? No, I'm good at standardized testing. In Ireland and the rest of Europe, we just do our end of term exams, and that counts for like everything you've learned that term.
Yes.
You definitely get in trouble if your homework wasn't good and your class projects weren't good.
But the main
It really
final
doesn't
exam
have
is
Final
the main.
exam.
overall
Most important.
consequence for you. If you pass the final exam and you get an A, well,
Yes.
you know, that's it. But then
Yes.
here's
You
the
win.
funny thing. In university, we kind of swap with you guys, because in university, our work throughout the term counts for some points, and then at the end of the university term, we take an exam, and they're put together, and it's a lot like American school. Whereas, as I understand it, when you guys go to university, it's your finals, like your end of year exams, that count for way more than your other stuff that you did during the year. What do I think is better? I don't know, really. I know a lot of people who just got
In
really
this,
good
we
at
are
being
with
in
Europe.
class and not
Yeah.
that good at being in class, so I don't know. I'm on the fence on that one. The next weird thing that American people have is something that I've seen Irish people and even some Europeans adopting. It's the term wait What? Oh my god, this is a handy
I was not
little
listening,
phrase.
and it's okay.
I kind of feel like, yeah, we needed this.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
This
Wait, what?
phrase means I was not listening to a single thing you said, and I need you to rewind and go back to the beginning and start again. It's also sometimes used as an exclamation for, oh my god, what you said is so shocking.
Yes.
I don't know, I guess it's the way you say it. Saying pardon and sorry, which we do in Ireland and Europe, just doesn't cut it. It just gives you a brief synopsis of the
Pardon?
end of whatever the person said.
Wait,
They'll
what?
just rewind that bit, but they won't go all the way back to the beginning. And I'll be honest,
Wait a
sometimes
minute.
people are talking to me, I'm not listening. I'm not listening to a word they're saying. I'm thinking about chicken nuggets or something else. And wait, what? Is something that would really come in handy. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm taking it. I'm stealing it. I'm going to be the first person to say it. I won't even get a credit. I'm not. The next thing that American people do, and I've noticed you guys say it to me a lot when something goes wrong with the service or something on my trips abroad, it's complain. And I'm not saying like, meh, they complain. Oh, there's
Formal
something.
complaint.
Actually, you guys do complain if a service or an industry is wrong. And
Oh.
I actually think it's good. Except when you guys
Formal
get really
complaint.
litigious. Like, you guys are way too litigious. You guys are suing people all over the place. It's crazy. But no,
Oh.
going back to the simple complaining, you guys do that. If, like, a waiter's doing a bad job, you're like, oh, go talk to the manager. I would never dream of doing that. Most Europeans and Irish people would never dream of doing that. We all have a friend. We all have a Karen. You know, Karen goes and complains to the manager, but Karen is like the exception to the rule.
Yes.
The rest of us are just like,
Yes,
we
in
don't
India
have
it is the same.
Yeah.
about it, but that's it. We won't go complain.
Yeah.
We definitely won't rat that person out to the manager because
Snitches get stitches.
sometimes honestly they do deserve it. They deserve it. You should go talk to the manager, but we don't do it. Because
Yeah.
it's just we
Rude.
just don't. Maybe we should be more like Karen. No. Yes. And the final, ultimate weird thing that you guys do in America that we do not do in Ireland is crazy stuff with your rubbish. You have
Garbage robot?
garbage disposals in your kitchen as standard. That's just in your sink. There's a machine in your sink. Our sinks are not mechanical.
Same.
Probably not mechanical anymore. It's probably electric. I don't know. I'm not a plumber. Or is that technician? But yeah, when did you guys get the crazy idea that you were going to throw stuff down your sink and it would just disappear forever? I don't actually know. Do people go and clear out the garbage disposal? Then
Same
afterwards? Is that like
question.
a person's job at the end of the day? Do you go clear that out? Or is it like the toilet? You never ever deal with it. It's just there. It went somewhere you don't need to know. I don't know. It just seems crazy high tech or something that you do that with your rubbish. You don't just throw it in the bin. But then I guess it's just composty stuff that you throw in there, right? And if that's the case, then shouldn't your bins be smaller? But they're not. I have so many questions about garbage disposal. And yes, I could Google them, but that would be boring, and I enjoy reading your comments much.
This was a very interesting video, and I can say there were a lot of points where we sided with the Americans, and there were a lot of points where we sided with the Europeans. So in the grading system part, I think so we are very much similar to how Europe works. In our also, like when it is the school system, in the end the final exams matter the most, and in the universities it is mostly the mix of both. You get internal, external, and everything else also. And also like the voting part, I was like, okay, in India also people are crazy about like, okay, they will share photos and selfies, but then this is like I voted, and then spending $35 million is just an American thing.
Like if we talk about the eggs, so we really don't know anything, like we don't eat eggs, so it is like they have varieties of that scrambled eggs or mashed eggs and this and that. And even when I heard first time that soccer, I thought it's some other game, it's not football. Then he told me no, it's football, but they call it soccer. This is just very weird because the whole world call it football, but they call it soccer.
Actually, so there are some differences, and like very weird differences, and the garbage disposal thing is something that I just envy about, because that is crazy that you can have a sink that can just eat everything out. So what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.
Bye.